so I've arrived on a ledge, so we're trying to work ledge to ledge. I'm looking for a belay. I'm immediately drawn to a spike here. So my 3-stage test, visual, well, it doesn't look like it's part of the mountain. Let's just do that tap test. I can feel some vibration there, and I think, yeah, there we go, a little bit of movement. So I'm going to move on from that, and I can see another spike just up above me. Let's have a look at this one. So again, visual test. This one looks much better. This one's definitely more part of the mountain. My tap test, that feels good. And then my oomph test, and it's surviving that. So my first preference with these spikes is if I want to use them as a direct belay, it's great if I can use them just using the rope around the spike. It's quicker for me. I haven't got to get a sling off my harness and put a sling on the spike, and it's quicker for my mate when they leave the stance. So I'm just going to see if it's going to work. And what I'm looking for, are there any sharp edges that are going to damage the rope? And these feel nice and smooth. And then I'm just going to give it 3 tugs. 1, 2, 3. And if the rope stays on the spike for those 3 tugs, it's going to do the job. So this is going to be my belay. Before I use the belay, I just need to pull all of this slack rope through. Okay, climb when you're ready, Rob. So here, I've made the decision, I'm on a good ledge. I don't need to be tied in myself. So I've managed to speed the process up a little bit. And I'm using just the rope around the rock spike, which has avoided me having to put the sling on, and will avoid Rob having to take the sling off. I'm using judgment to move between that speed versus safety on this sliding scale. And here, exactly the same as the Italian hitch, it's the friction being produced by the rope running around the spike that's going to hold him in the event of a slip or a fall. And exactly the same process. The important bit is not letting go of this dead rope here. So it's much like the action of steering a steering wheel on a car and pulling up with the one hand, down with the other, and I'm never letting go of this bit of dead rope on my left hand side here. And Rob's making good progress. Now Rob's arrived at the stance, we want to make him safe, so we can send this back to a carabiner on his rope loop with a clove hitch. Hey presto. As long as Rob stays low on that spike, I'm ready to go for the next bit. So we've had some nice easy ground. We're looking for a belay on this ledge, and here I'm being drawn into this, what looks like a reasonable thread. So I'm going to test the rock that it's on the top and the rock that it's sat on. Both seem pretty solid. And a thread is great because it will work multi-directionally. I haven't got to worry about my sling being pulled over the top of a spike. So I've threaded the 2 ends of my sling and I've clipped the 2 ends into my carabiner. I'm going to pull the slack rope through to Rob. And I'll use an Italian hitch to bring him across. Climb when you're ready, Rob. So on the last belay, I was able to use just the rope around the rock spike, and that's my first preference. It's that little bit quicker, but here I haven't got that luxury. I haven't got a spike available to me, so I've had to look what's the route going to offer me. And a sling here being used as a thread with the Italian hitch on is just the next best thing really in terms of speed versus safety. So we'll get Rob tied in with our Clove Hitch. And that's us good to go, ready for the next little pitch.